What is up, you guys? It is your boy John here from Puma Plow. Welcome back to On the Farm episode 108. Do appreciate you guys clicking on the video. How's it going? Welcome, welcome. Boys and girls, we are planting sweet potatoes in this video. And make sure that you stick around for the whole video. Because by the time this video ends, I think there's something that happens that some of you might find amusing. I didn't find it amusing at all, but some of you might find it amusing. So guys, what we are doing here, we are using our Mantis tiller to make a sweet potato ridge. We should have done this weeks ago, and then what you do is you make your ridge a couple weeks in advance and let it soak up any rain that you might get so that when you plant your sweet potatoes, your hill is good to go. Well, we never did that, so we're making it now. The same day we want to plant our sweet potatoes. In my memory, I don't remember ever doing it the same day. We always did it ahead of time, but this year we were unable to do that. So hey, fire up the Mantis tiller and get to work. It's just a little bit easier to use the Mantis tiller instead of raking it all up. Although you can see we are in disc ground, and you know, it really wasn't that big of a deal to rake it up. So yes, a little Mantis action. We don't use the Mantis for much, but we definitely use it to make our sweet potato ridge. That's really about all we use it for anymore. Yeah, we don't really use it for much else. It stays up in the loft of the shed most of the time. So yes, but there you can see we did one side, raking all our dirt back, and Dad was using the garden rake to kind of finish it off just a little bit as well. Then guys, I turned around and went super speed back the other way. Obviously guys, I didn't go this fast. The magic of editing, of course, the magic of editing. Super high speed, rawr, or something. Our first planting of sweet corn, by the way, is at the top of the frame right there. It's almost non-existent. Between the birds and just the crappy weather we've been having, our sweet corn sucks. Maybe we'll plant some more next weekend. I don't know. We need to replant, or not replant, just plant another planting. So what we're doing here, guys, we finished off making the hill, the mound, whatever you want to call it, and Dad is taking his patented sweet potato planting tool. It's an old handle off a shovel that's been like sanded down to a point. That's all. It's nothing fancy or special, whatever. You know what I mean. And because it's been a little while, it's been weird here. It's either been like too wet or too dry. There's no in between. It's like one day it's wet, boom, the next day it's dry. And especially using the little tiller, the Mantis, to rake this dirt up. Of course, we just sucked all the moisture out of it. So we are filling the holes with water before we put the sweet potato plants in, obviously. Oh, I'm counting too. By the way, I can count. I think we ended up with 20 or 25 plants in the ground. But there you can see, guys, I'm filling the holes with water to, you know, get any air out of the soil, slash just put some water in the dirt, because it was so dry at this point. And this particular day, it was obnoxiously windy. I'm going to go ahead and say we had 40-mile-an-hour, like, sustained winds this day. It was just terrible. Absolutely terrible. It was to the point where it was hard to stand up at certain points through the day. So yeah, there's that. So you can see Dad's custom tool that he had there. And here's our plants, guys. We get them from my local place in town, and basically you order them up and they come in a bundle of supposed to be 25 plants. It was more like 30, but who's counting, right? So I believe we watered the holes again actually before we planted. Maybe not. But Dad's using a shovel, and then he'll actually switch back to the other tool here in a minute and kind of make the hole a little bit better. And then you put the plant in and you put a little dirt around it, and away you go. And then the big key, obviously, is water. Water, water, water. Because if you really look at a sweet potato plant, there's not much to it. It doesn't have a lot of root to sustain itself for the first, couple days. So the more you water, the better, almost. And sweet potatoes like it hot. They like it real hot. And it was warm this day too. It was pretty warm. But there you can see, just shove that root down in the ground, and away it goes. But it was obnoxiously windy. That is a very important factor in this video, guys. It was very, very windy, and you will see the wind here in a little bit, or see how windy it was. I guess you don't see the wind, but you know what I mean. So we planted them, watered them in real good. I believe we watered them 3 more times after planting them, and they looked fairly decent. You know, they're standing upright. I mean, look at the wind. You can see the plants all blowing around in the wind, and you can tell that it was windy. But, which, you know, is not good to plant them when it is so windy, because it just sucks the moisture right out of the plant and causes some issues. But I was feeling confident in these plants. They all look good. All the ones that we planted look good. We did have some extras that we set over by the building. But guys, on our way home, you can see how windy it was. We were getting the mail right there is what we were doing. But you can tell by all the sand blowing that it is obnoxiously windy. And now this day actually kind of annoyed me. There were 3 people working in the field, and I couldn't film a single one of them because it was too windy to fly the drone. But here you can go. Here you go. I mean, boom. You can barely see that car coming. It's so scary. It was so windy. So that was a Wednesday, I believe. Yes, that was a Wednesday we were at the farm. Now cut to the following Sunday, guys, and all the sweet potato plants either got killed by the wind / being dry, or the rabbits. The rabbits mowed off probably 99% of them. There were only 2 plants that I could actually find back. The rest of them got mowed off by the rabbits. We have 4 adult rabbits and at least 3 baby rabbits running around the farm this year. And, yeah, very, very annoying. So they wiped out the whole sweet potato, you know, everything. They're gone. They're not going to survive. The ones that are still there, they're done. The ones that got mowed off, they're done as well. So we wasted all that time basically planting sweet potatoes for nothing. So, hey, if you like this video, I told you to stick around. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like button for more. Subscribe if you have not already done so. And as always, thank you guys for watching, and toodles.